I just wanna love somebody who won't leave a hole in my heart.
You're the most beautiful, funny, loving girl I've ever met. You're perfect. But I want to see if I can try and find someone better.
And that's the future of all these modern women playing games, because at the end of the day, no matter how many men they've screwed over, Father Time wins.
So nothing bad happened? You didn't wreck it? You didn't hit anybody? You didn't run anybody over? You didn't get a speeding ticket? Wait, Jeffy, why are you making that face? Jeffy, did you get a speeding ticket?
If anyone cares, I now identify as bacon. 73% fat and salty as.
Can someone tell me why it still hurts even when like you're getting back into dating and you feel more mature and you end things with someone after like a couple of dates? And like I've been on like 3 dates recently, like 3 dates with 3 different guys, but I've gone on like second dates with all of them, second or third dates, and I ended it with one guy, the other guy ended it with me, but I was gonna end it with him anyway, so that was mutual. And this other guy, you just can tell he doesn't feel it. And like I thought that because I'm more mature and because it's mutual, or because I'm making the decision, that it would be less hard and I would be less sad because it's early on and stuff. But I think when it's just stacked on top of each other, like it adds up. Like, why am I crying? Like, does anybody else feel this way? Even just like when you feel like you're mostly healed and you're going back into dating, like why does it still fucking hurt? I hate it out here.
So she wrote in the video description, "I'm cringe, but I hate dating. Hashtag dating 101, hashtag dating in your 20s, hashtag NYC dating." To answer her question, women aren't built to sleep around. That's why her body becomes sad, to signal to her to get back with the last man she was with. The only problem is the guy moved on because she didn't know how to keep, and there's no one around to encourage her to keep a relationship. This seems to be a good sign that she can still pair bond, but it sounds like she's not taking the hint from her body that she can't be breaking these bonds, because she just quote-unquote dated 3 guys in a row. And I use the word dated loosely, because it means in 304 code that she could have slept with them, especially after a breakup, for a rebound. Eventually, if she continues to sleep around, her emotional connection to each relationship will go away until every new guy will just be a swinging dick to her. This is why at least 25% of women in the feminist West are on some type of drug to suppress the emotional damage that comes with being a 304, along with anti-anxiety drugs which suppresses the body from feeling guilt for being an HOE. The top comment says, "Try just dating one person at a time instead of multiple. It's crazy how people serial date these days." Yeah, and this is why I tell men to stop giving free relationship benefits to women, because it gives them an incentive to date more men at once, to have their whole life catered to. This includes your time and attention. If she doesn't clearly express that she's only talking to you, then you're probably one of the many men she's using to fill up her empty life. 3 at a time, good lord. A verified TikTok thought comments, "I believe being able to make these hard decisions is a sign you're getting closer to your person. Many people stay in relationships or keep dating people they know aren't right for them." Nah, the closest she'd ever get to her person was when she was a virgin, but she probably threw that away for some high school chat at a party. The more these females date, the more entitled they become because they're able to experience the best qualities and dating benefits from men. So anything less, as in an average guy's benefits, is a letdown. Nothing will impress and woo her if she gets flown out to an exotic location by a pro athlete. Hey, don't worry, it gets even worse in your 30s. She's definitely going to make a video asking where are the good guys once she hits or is about to hit the wall. And to answer her question, the good guys aren't into women dating 3 men at once, even during the talking phase, so she might as well order a lifetime supply of wine because she's going to need to drink herself to sleep for the next 50 years.
I'm going to say what I want until the day somebody beats my ass. And then I'm going to say what I want with a black eye.
A heartfelt story of how in 11th grade I became the school's slut. I just moved across country and started at a new school. I had exactly one friend. We'll call her Shady, because she was a shady She started dating a senior boy and didn't want to hang out with me, which is fine. She got all these new cool friends and they didn't like me because I was new and a girl, and I guess that's enough reason. Well, Shady started telling everybody that I a bunch of people, and I was like, what the heck? Who? I literally sit at home and watch Harry Potter. I have no friends. Nonetheless, they'd taunt me in the hallways and be like, you or they'd follow me to the classroom and be like, we're gonna beat your ass. They'd message me on Facebook and be like, we're gonna get you. And I'd be like, why don't you like me? And they'd be like, and I'd be like, okay, fair enough. So I got tired of the bullshit. I was like, I'm gonna become the one thing they fear the most, a real whore. So shortly after, I made one other new friend. His name was Juan, and he was great, and I loved him, and he would invite me to all the parties. I'd go to these parties to get drunk and make out with the guys that these girls liked. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty petty, but yeah. So when I would return to school after the weekend, they'd be like, or I'd be like, true. There's really no moral to the story, but if you can't go high, just go really fucking low and beat bitches at their own game.
I don't think that's a flex this bird brain thinks it is. WHORE is the lowest female out there, dating-wise, besides a single mom. And women usually don't tell the whole truth when they're voluntarily confessing something, so I highly doubt it was just making out at parties, where there's underage drinking for sure. This female has ruined the rest of her life calling herself an HOE because no man she'd respect would want to be known as the sucker who married the neighborhood bike, where everyone got a turn for free. It's fun and games now while she's young and attractive, but when she hits the wall, she'll find out her true relationship value the hard way, which is no value. I'm pretty sure even at her age now, no man of worth is going to commit to her. Men love to feel special, and there's no amount of gaslighting and lying she can do to cover up the fact that she referred to herself as an HOE. So many females in the comment section relate to this 304. Can we be best friends? This is amazing. Yes, you're my soul sister. This is everything. I love this so much. Just shows how trash women in the feminist West really are. A simp comments, when I have a daughter and they have problems with bullying, I'll show them this TikTok. Bruh. And this is why the younger generations that have a father are still turning out to be 304s. Because the fathers are weak, betas, misguided, or are not red-pilled. If people, especially other females, are calling your daughter a 304, it's probably because she's acting like one, which means she needs to stop.
Please stop telling women in their late 20s, early 30s that time's a ticking. You better get on it. If you're single, wow, you might be fucked if you're 30. Listen, first of all, not every woman on this fucking planet has the agenda of getting married to a douchebag just to have children, okay? What we are doing now as a society is forcing and pretty much like putting so much pressure on women my age to just find someone and get children going because you're just getting older. You're fucking 29. I'm literally 29. Kick rocks. I'm still young. You psychopath. You fucking psychopath. We are literally pressuring women to marry dirtbag men just to have children. Divorce is skyrocketing. If I felt that pressure to do that and I married one of my exes, girl, could not be me. I'm doing fine. I am happy. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Stop just assuming that I am on a timeline because you are not putting me on a timeline, you stupid fucks. Get the fuck out of here. Sniff grass. Stop telling me that I'm old and time's ticking, literally. Because if I'm living my life and every year I get older, I'm getting more upset and I'm just getting more stressed, what the fuck is the point of living life? Bitch, I am aging like fine fucking wine. I am more secure with myself than I ever have been in my entire fucking life. I'm sorry if men can't handle it. Like, person is wasting time on all these men because every year that goes by, I get wiser, stronger, I have higher standards. And you're wasting time. Being a dumb fuck. Being a loser. Being an immature asshole. So, I think you should stop telling women that they're losing time. Because they're fucking not.
Who's gonna tell her? She just admitted that she got pumped and dumped by D-bags. Her acting like she doesn't need a relationship is like when an employee says they quit after they just got fired. The cope is super real and massive. 29 isn't young anymore. 90% of her eggs are gonna be gone. The reason why she may not be panicking just yet is because she's still able to be a booty call for these players and D-bags. And like always, women mistake SMV with RMV, aka sexual market value with relationship market value. She thinks just because she's getting banged out by the top 10% men, she can also get their commitment, when it's the opposite. They know she's trash and they can treat her as such. The fact that she cusses like a sailor and views males as dirtbags solidifies it. You gotta ask yourself, why is she only going after D-bags? It's because she's been banged out by so many men, she's numb to regular guys and romance. Only the drama of getting played or being treated like dirt excites her and turns her on. Top comment says, I keep getting older and keep getting higher standards. Good luck with that. Hitting the wall is like falling off of a cliff. You don't realize it until it finally happens. She's not even 30 yet, and she's already bitter. Yet she thinks her shit doesn't stink. There's a reason why these men in her life didn't stick around. Could it be she's the common denominator to all these so-called dirtbags and D-bags, which means she's actually the dirtbag? Sweetheart, them little things called eggs that men need you for are almost expired. Stop procrastinating. And it's more than that. She's not fresh anymore. Despite working out, she's gaining weight. We see fat gathering on her stomach, sides, and arms, and she's bitter and jaded to the point that she'd drive away a blind man. Another comment. I wonder what her body count is at 29, and the day she does find Prince Charming, she will tell him the honest number she's at then. She makes videos on TikTok, so I'm pretty sure she's been flown out at least once or twice. As for telling the guy she's going to try to suck her into marriage, I highly doubt she'll be honest about her real body count. She, like many post walls, will talk about her exes and imply she's only slept with those men, while the truth is, between the exes is where her and most women do their HOE phases, because she's single and has no relationship to be held accountable for.
Ladies, chivalry is absolutely dead. I've got female clients coming up to me telling me that men's dating behavior has changed, that they are no longer offering to pick them up, helping them in their jackets, or doing anything that a gentleman would do. And on top of that, most men do not want to commit towards a serious relationship. But the problem is, that is exactly what women want. Commitment. All that men are saying nowadays on dating apps is, hey, you want to Netflix and chill at mine? Or, hey, you want to hang out later, I'll come to yours? Whose fault is that? That is absolutely 100% our fault. That is purely women's fault. If you're going to their house after just a couple of days or a couple of weeks and doing what you gotta do, that is not proper dating behavior. Women make it way too easy for men nowadays to simply get laid. We are coming over to their house like a free pizza for them to enjoy. Who wants to put in effort for a free ordered pizza? Nobody, right? Why would he change that behavior? Men would be absolute idiots to put in more effort and get the same thing, right? Most likely, men after a few days, few weeks, they are already pulling back effort. No more text messages, no more good mornings, no more good nights. Most of the time, they won't even tell you that they don't want commitment. You are just feeling it. That is heart-wrenching, but so logical. You are feeling no effort, no commitment, low commitment, and hoping for things to change. I have a client who told me that, he spent the night at her house, they did what they gotta do. In the morning, he had to leave a little bit earlier than she did. What did she do? She made him breakfast. Why are you doing that? What has he put on the table? For what are you doing that? You are doing that because you're building on potential and hoping that things might change. You're thinking to yourself, if I treat him the way I want to be treated, he will start understanding that I am girlfriend material. You're thinking, if I have the best sex in the world with him, he will start committing more. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, honey, but it ain't gonna change. It is what it is, and he's not gonna start committing more. You are giving him full boyfriend privileges, hoping that he's going to be your boyfriend, whilst he is sure that all you are is a little fling. He is getting full content without any subscription. He's getting all the wifey privileges without putting in any wifey effort. He's not even putting in girlfriend effort. He's putting in zero effort. So if we want things to change in men's dating behavior, 2023, 24, 25, for all the future ladies in this world, we need to pull on one string. Now, what does that mean? The more commitment he puts in, the more effort you can add. If he tells you that he doesn't want a relationship, listen to him. Now, don't try to read between the lines and try to change him. Listen to what he's telling you. Accept it, say thank you, next, and move on gracefully. It's not about playing silly games like not answering his text messages for 3 hours or random things like that. It's about restoring an equilibrium of effort and equilibrium of commitment on both sides. You are not putting in more than you are getting. You have to wait for the guy to put in a little effort to then give him a little privilege. He puts in more effort, he gets more privileges. That is a natural way of building a healthy relationship. It's about knowing your worth. It's about not handing him over a free prize without him having to put in any effort. Don't forget, men biologically like to hunt. It's in their genes. If you're giving yourself away for free, it's nothing special to them. If you're making them work for it, the more that he has to put in effort, the more worthy you will be for him, the more special you will be. This is what you want. You want to be special and not a free pizza.
Like always, this dating coach is talking about how females are allowing Chads and Tyrones smash the very day they meet, while these females are demanding these regular guys, including great guys, to jump through a ton of hoops and spend a ton of money on them just to date them. That's one reason why chivalry is dead, because most guys realize they're treating 304s like real honorable women. Chivalry isn't just men being courteous and wooing a female the old-fashioned way. She needs to act like a lady by being polite, soft-spoken, cheerful, and honorable, which means she can't be dating anyone else, or even talking to anyone else while she's being courted by one man who's given her these benefits. These females aren't cooking food for a picnic date in the park. No, they're demanding a restaurant with at least a $100 bill. Men as a whole acted the way they should and stopped giving modern women chivalry because they don't deserve it. Feminism itself is against the principles that chivalry was founded on, yet these feminists love these chivalry benefits. They seem to forget they're strong and independent when they're dating. And what this dating coach is getting wrong is that modern women love the chase. They love to try to be that female that tames the bad boy or player. They firstly go after the men that they aren't qualified to be with. Secondly, they're addicted to drama and trauma. So the more these top men treat them like trash and cheat on them, the more thrill they get going through all the emotions. It's like they're living in their own drama fantasy. And thirdly, what this dating coach isn't getting is that these females aren't even giving the Chads and Tyrones wife privileges because they don't cook and clean. Two guys make similar comments. I've tried to help some ladies, happened 2 times, on the London Underground with their huge luggages. Do you think I'm not able to do it? Was the reply. I used to be old school, but I got yelled at for opening doors. I can open my own doors, and being called a creep for opening a door and waiting. Yeah, many of these females only want chivalry from the top 10% men who will pump and dump them, not from the average hardworking guy unless if it's a monetary benefit. Dude comments, our effort is a direct reflection of what we see as your value. Your value is based on what you are. Exactly. Like I said, men aren't giving 304s traditional benefits anymore. Hell, most have checked out of the dating scene in one way or the other, even if they're not aware of MGTOW.
I ain't doing that. I'm just gonna suck it up, keep it pushing, thug it out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way what I do. I enjoy crying. I'm gonna put it like that. I'd rather cry every now and then before I feel like I'm crazy and I gotta go sit and talk to somebody. Hell no, I ain't crazy. I'm just hurt. When them motherfuckers hurt, they cry.
This is the life of a single mom. She wanted to be a baddie and let thugs hit it raw. Now she's a single mom for life because they've definitely quitted after they hit it. A lot of this is massive cope because no one is going to save her, especially with MGTOW.
So it's come to my attention that you ladies are on villain mode this summer. And I mean, villainous wrath mode. And I feel like it's almost my job to help you out even more, to support all of these toxic decisions. Welcome to today's new series, very short and simple. How to gaslight men. A very easy, toxic tactic that you can use in your everyday lives. Starting with number 1. Let's say you're hanging out with him, give him a weird look. Just like, did you shower today? Have you showered recently? Men live for women telling them that they smell good, so they absolutely hate if you make them question how they smell. He's gonna be like, what do you mean, do I shower? Yes, I did shower today. And then he's gonna be like, why? Do I smell bad or something? Just be like, I mean, you don't smell bad, but... Just don't finish the sentence. I mean, it's not like you smell bad, it's just, I don't know. Just leave the rest of the sentence up to his imagination. Anytime he mentions getting a haircut, if he's like, oh, my hair's too long, I gotta get a haircut soon, or, oh, do you think I should get a haircut? Literally look at him in all seriousness and just be like, you're getting a haircut? Like, please don't text me once you get your haircut. Like, don't even giggle. And he's gonna think you're kidding. He's gonna be like, oh, girls hate when guys get haircuts, blah, blah. And you're just gonna be like, no, like, I'm serious. Like, if you get a haircut, like, I don't want to talk to you. And then just, like, continue on with whatever you were talking about before so that he really thinks, like, you're dead ass. And I promise you, once he gets the haircut, he's gonna be so insecure when he's Snapchatting you. It's so funny. This next one's a lot. It's a lot. But, I used to do this all the time. But you're basically just gonna make up a complete and utter lie. Like, something's so wrong about yourself, and then tell him the complete opposite thing weeks later. So for example, mine was that, like, so I didn't go to USC my freshman year. So most guys that I talk to don't even know I'm a dancer, right? I'm like trying to be a professional dancer, right? But my freshman year of college, I went to like a conservatory, like a really good school for dance, but I don't really ever talk about it. I just kind of like forget that ever happened. So a lot of guys at school like never even cared to ask, or if they did, if they made a comment like, oh, like, where'd you live freshman year? I'd make up a total lie. I'd be like, oh yeah, like I lived in Capstone. Yeah, I lived in Women's Quad, Green Quad. Like I'd make up anything. I'd be like, yeah, like I had 3 roommates. They were shitty as fuck, but like I met all my best friends on my floor. Like a complete and utter fairy tale. So the year that I transferred here, like pretty much by that point, all of the old bars that everybody used to go to, like all got shut down by that point. So guys would always be like mentioning like old memories or something at different bars. And then I'd be like, oh, like, I didn't even get to experience that bar. And they're like, what do you mean? You didn't go to that bar? And I'm like, sweetie, don't you remember? I didn't even go here my freshman year.
And these females wonder why they're single. It's all fun and games until the wall hits. Then the joke's on them. See, because they allow themselves to be used by the Chads and Tyrones, after the 100th time when they get tired of being leftover females, these thoughts decide to fight fire with fire. But it backfires greatly because the players have options, so they move on to the next crop of 18-year-old. And so then these females take out their rage on the good guys, and that finally red pills the men to move on. And that's how they become super single and lonely. Top comment says, bro, I took your advice and it high-key works. Any female that uses the word bro is for the streets 100,000%. And it works now until the Chads and Tyrones get tired of the games and move on to younger females. So glad my toxic besties are on my side. This is on the internet, so men can find this advice too. But that's the state of the dating culture in the West. Instead of women learning how to make a man happy or keeping a man, they're learning how to make the relationship too toxic for men. And this is why the Passport Bro movement gets bigger every year. A red pill comment, that's gonna make you single, nothing else. All the toxic behavior thoughts complain about, they've done it when they were young, so never feel sorry for a 304, because usually they're getting a taste of their own medicine.
5 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Let's get into it, ladies. Number 1, taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in him and what he does for you. Number 2, not communicating well or effectively, like expecting a man to read your mind and getting mad when he can't. Number 3, being dismissive about how your behavior makes him feel, or becoming overly defensive when you're being held accountable for your action. Rumor has it that women struggle with accountability. Number 4, being self-consumed and unwilling to compromise. Being so hyper-focused on your laundry list of needs, desires, wants, that you neglect his needs in the process. Remember, a relationship is not just about you or one person getting their needs met. And number 5, allowing your unaddressed trauma, your insecurity, make it hard for that man to enjoy his life and pursue his purpose in peace. Becoming insufferable.
Number 1 way to lose a good man is to act masculine, which is the way you're acting right now. Men don't want to be married to another man. They want a soft-spoken lady who's their peace and helps them relax. Every time this female opens her mouth, no matter how inspiring her speech is, she gives off nagging vibes. It's like she tells you to take out the trash every time you hear her voice. These females need a mute button because literally quiet is more valuable than their bimbo thoughts. And this female addressed the super basic requirements, which just shows how bad it is to date in the West. Nothing about cooking and cleaning for the man or actually making him happy. It's, to sum it up, stop being a self-centered bitch. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, Hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.